So please welcome your first storyteller, Mr. Lou Lasher.
How you doing? Yeah. I was in the Navy living in Little Creek, Virginia, which is nothing but sailors, Marines, and bikers. It's pretty Neanderthal. Even the technology there is pre-Flintstones. Instead of the fire in the middle of the cave to keep you warm, they move the fire downstairs. All right, that makes sense. Run it up, upstairs. Okay, we're in normal land now, but instead of through a vent in the wall, just through a big metal grate in the middle of the floor. It got so damn hot, you'd have to walk around it. So it's really no different than a fire in the middle of a cave. And Little Creek was the home of amphibious warfare. And by home, I mean 2 go-go bars, a head shop, and a 7-Eleven. There was one other entertainment option available, and that would be the enlisted man's club right there on the base. Every time a ship would pull out, going out on a deployment, the wives of the guys on those ships would go into the enlisted man's club to pick up sailors whose ships were still in port. So oddly enough, the go-go bar was the least sleazy option. And the go-go bars knew what they were doing. They would have the dancers serve drinks when they weren't dancing, as a way to emotionally bond us to them. And, because they knew beneath every sailor, there cowered a lost little boy longing for home. Like me right now, actually. So, really, the dances, they were more like mom. Like a soft shoulder leaning your head on, serving you drinks, in a bikini, with a lot of body glitter. Well, funny thing happened to me one night in this place. I realized I need to get to an alcohol rehab or I'm probably going to die. So I spent 8 weeks in the Navy's alcohol rehab center, and I buy into the program hook, line, and sinker. No drinking. All right, well, that makes sense. Submit to a higher power. All right, man, whatever you say. No sex for a year. Yeah, you didn't advertise that one. But they sell it by saying, well, if you get involved in that, you'll die in an alley somewhere within a year, so do it. So I'm like, all right, man, that's what you say. But really, it was like the best thing that happened in my life, and anything good since then, I can point to that as being the catalyst for it. Like my night with Laurie, a dancer, who, buddy of mine, Scott, said, you should go back to the go-go bar. I'm like, why the hell should I do that? You should go talk to Laurie. She just got out of a rehab center too. Wow. Because Laurie was like the girl next door. I mean, really. She was always wasted. Always running around half naked in front of all your friends. And she was missing 4 teeth from an abusive ex-boyfriend. Really, domestic violence. So anyway, I go, visit, I talk with her every once in a while, and it turns out we have just so much in common. Well, rehab, that's one. It's really tough to get to meetings, so that was one, too. And, judges are just so unfair to go-go dancers that are trying to visit their kids in foster homes once they're deemed an unfit mother. So, unfit mothers, that gets a laugh, too. So, one day I said, we ought to go to a meeting, instead of just hang out in the go-go bar. So I take her out to a meeting, and, the night goes well. So I'm walking her home across, just a field of dirt where no grass would ever grow, over just a sea of broken glass where no kid could ever play if she did have kids, and around a couple of drunks fighting with knives. So she invites me in. We hang out for a little while, and she asked me to stay the night because her roommate had left, and she doesn't want to be alone in such a crazy place. See, when you're sober, you start thinking right like that. So I say, yeah, I'll hang out. And that should be a dream come true. There I am with a dancer. I spend the night with a dancer. But because of the program we're in, I'm really not supposed to touch her, So there we are. We're trying to get to some sleep. Trying to cop a feel while telling myself I'm not breaking the rules of the program. And it just hit me that, this is so awkward because this is the first night, probably for her too, together with somebody where we don't have the assistance of like half a bottle of Jack, 2 hits of acid, and some hash, So 6 in the morning rolls around, and I got to get back to the ship. So I get up to go to the bathroom, but instead I burn my foot on the Bronze Age heating grate. So I stuff my foot back in my Chuck E. Cheese, I get in the car and I drive off. And I'm like, oh my God, man, what a crazy night. I'm like so frustrated sexually right now. And yet, I feel like I did the right thing. And ever since that night, those two feelings have been like my constant companions. So I get to the parking lot, hop on one foot to my ship, up the gangway. I spend a week going, I burnt my foot on a heating grate, to everybody saying, damn, you and Laurie really get your freak on. We didn't get our freak on, not with each other anyway, but you always have a soft spot for the first girl you fall in love with, right?